हमारे बीच आज डॉक्टर रवि कुमार स्टीवन साहब है। डॉक्टर रवि कुमार स्टीवन, he is the presiding bishop of the General Convention of the Episcopal Church of South Asia. There are 5 countries जिनके bishops जो है वो इनके अंडर आते हैं, ये उनके presiding bishop है। इन्होंने PhD किया है मैनेजमेंट में मद्रास यूनिवर्सिटी से और डॉक्टर ऑफ साइकोलॉजी है यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ हर्लन नेदरलैंड से। और डॉक्टर स्टीवन ने ही इज आल्सो डॉक्टर ऑफ थियोलॉजी फ्रॉम द कोलोराडो क्रिश्चियन यूनिवर्सिटी यूएसए। तो अब मैं बहुत ही अदब से गुजारिश करता हूँ, रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ डॉक्टर रवि कुमार स्टीवन साहब से कि वो अपने प्रेजेंटेशन के जरिए से अपने ख्याल व्यक्त करें। डॉक्टर रवि कुमार स्टीवन सर।
Good evening to everyone. Those who are watching online through YouTube, as well as be with me in this Zoom virtual seminar. Since I do not know Hindi, my presentation I will be making in English, but you will find the Hindi text, thereby you can read it. Thank you so much. COVID-19 took the toll of the rich, poor, political leaders, scientists, medical professionals. In this manner, SARS-CoV-2 is a socialist. What the West has experienced with Spanish flu in 1918, with 50 million deaths a century later, the whole world, with few exceptions, is struggling with COVID-19 pandemic. With all the scientific advancements made over the 100 years, once again, the human beings are made to understand that they are powerless, that too, before an invisible virus. Science can only do research to find out solution for the current problems. But the religious scriptures give us solutions how not to become a victim of the problem and to deal and to lead a worry-free, disease-free, peaceful, celebrated life. So, I was praying to God to reveal to me about the truth behind the COVID-19 pandemic, and God gave me 2 reasons for this spike. My first realization, when God made covenant with Noah after the great flood, God said to Noah and his sons, be fruitful and increase in number and fill the earth. The reference we find in Genesis chapter 9, verse 1. So sex is divine ordained. God wanted human beings to be proactive through copulation. But human beings have made sex a recreation. Human beings, instead of multiplying, they have resorted to abortions. The lack of understanding about sex has incapacitated human beings to love the other person, and in the process, it has led them to go in for abortions. What is revealed to me is also true as well. COVID-19 cases are less in countries where abortions are less. For example, in Africa, the abortion rate is less and COVID-19 patients are also less. My second divine realization, in the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, God gives the divine realizations to Moses regarding the animals that are clean to consume and listed animals that are detestable for human consumption. The animals that are prone to transfer bacteria, virus, and parasites to human beings are listed unclean and should not be eaten. One can eat any animal that has split hoof, completely divided, and choose the cud. The reference we find in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 3. Here I have given the pictures of how the claw is cleft and the animal has to ruminating animal. What is said in Leviticus chapter 11 are proved as well. Now let's see how. In 2002-2003, civets, a type of cat sold for meat in local markets of China's Yunnan province, carried the SARS-CoV, that is severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus, from horseshoe bat to the humans. The resulting virus outbreak killed 774 people in 2002-2003 in East Asia. The camel, though it chews the cud, it does not have a split hoof. Look at the leg of the camel. It's not completely split. So it is ceremonially unclean. The reference we find in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 4. The studies have shown that MERS-CoV, Middle East Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus, infected human beings in 2012 through direct or indirect contact with infected dromedary camels. In Bayanur, the Inner Mongolian Autonomous Region of China, in July 2020, 4 people have died due to bubonic plague, and in 1946 and 146 people have been isolated and are being treated in local hospitals. The quarantine in this region will continue till 2021. The cause of bubonic plague is attributed to eating marmots, a rodent of a squirrel family, which you see in this picture. Please remember, Leviticus chapter 11:29 forbids us eating rodents. Laboratory studies on cellular receptor protein ACE2 belonging to different species were studied to assess the vulnerability of SARS-CoV-2. What you see is the picture of coronavirus. The findings suggest that in addition to human beings, the animals that have similar level of affinity for SARS-CoV-2 are pigs, ferrets, cats, orangutan, monkeys, and horseshoe bats. I have here given the picture of horseshoe bat, orangutan, and ferrets. Moses is one of the godly men in Abrahamic religion. He got the divine realization that pigs, ferrets, cats, orangutan, monkeys, and more particularly, bats are unfit for human consumption. The reference we find in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 9. Pig, though it has a split hoof completely divided, it does not chew the cud. So, pig is an unclean animal. The reference we find in Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. By eating the permitted food, human beings could have kept SARS-CoV-2 at bay. I repeat, by eating permitted food, human beings could have kept SARS-CoV-2 at bay. But human beings have the fancy of eating fruit bat and almost push the fruit bat to the verge of getting extinct. Horseshoe bats are the natural reservoir of SARS-CoV virus. God is creative. God created human beings in his likeness, which is being creative. But human beings does selective creation by resorting to abortions. Which is the cause of all the plagues, which include SARS-CoV-2? I am attributing that going for abortion is also one of the reasons that plagues are caused in this world. So, man has to be blamed for not following the divine order, and he is the cause for this pandemic situation. When people in power do inhuman things, God also punishes people with pandemic for having kept such leaders in power. Let me quote few incidents that has happened in the past. when the Egyptian Pharaoh was not willing to end the slavery of the Israelites, God sent 10 plagues on Egypt. The first 9 were just warnings, and the 10th one was a punishment. The reference we find in Exodus chapter 7 to 11. During the reign of King David, he did a census similar to the national population register to differentiate the Israelites from others. It was not acceptable in the sight of the God. God sent a pestilence on Israel in which 70,000 people died in 3 days. The reference we find in 2 Samuel chapter 24 verse 10 to 17. Let me explain my experience with COVID-19. I was affected by SARS-CoV-2 virus when symptoms of COVID-19 was not made known to the public, and there was no designated laboratory to test novel coronavirus. I had all the symptoms, but on the day in February 2020, when I had the chest congestion and I had to wake up in the middle of the night, I felt so helpless. I prayed to God to restore my health. You may call it a miracle. I got restored slowly from all the symptoms, though I suffered for 6 weeks without any allopathic drugs, though I have been taking some herbal supplements to contain the symptoms like fever. Everyone in this world comes with a mandate from God and depart once we accomplish our mandate. If I have survived in this COVID-19, I have come to the awareness that I am yet to complete my mandate in this world. What I have witnessed during this lockdown was people were glued to their chair, sitting in front of the TV, viewing the messages of the religious leaders and praying for their safety and for the safety of their family. Nevertheless, as the places of worship was closed during COVID-19, some of my atheist friends were considering that God was powerless and even to save the faithful people. But the truth is, once again, God has proved to the humanity that God does not live within the 4 walls, but in the hearts of men and women who came forward to help the migrant people. I repeat once again, God does not live within the 4 walls, but in the hearts of the men and women. God once again made the human beings to turn inward to the indwelling God in each of us. The role of religion in post-COVID-19 era. People should unite people. Religion should unite people, but should not divide people. Religious leaders should educate their congregation the real purpose of life by giving true interpretation of the scriptures. Religion should prepare people for the kingdom of God, where there is no room for hatred, whether one belongs to our religion or the other religion, or he or she is an atheist. Jesus wanted human beings to see God in our neighbors and in those who are least in some aspect, those who are poor, those who are in the hospital, those who are in the jail, those who are hungry and thirsty. I bow to the indwelling God in you. Thank you so much for your patient listening, and I look forward to your questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much, Dr. Stephen. May God give you ease in this life and the hereafter. We pray for your health and well-being. And it was a very good message that you conveyed to us. And we look forward to following your message. You gave us two instances where, because of illicit sexual encounters and because of having illegitimate food,
Yes.
these were the 2 causes that you realized. So there's a question that is there any such precedent in the Bible where we have that God punished some community because of their ill deeds? If there's any reference in the Old Testament or the New Testament which says that there was any torment which came upon nations who went astray and did not obey God, did not follow the prophets. And is there any such prior situation that has happened in the world that you find in the Bible that you can give any reference of?
There are a lot of such occurrences whenever, the people of the selected people or the blessed people of God, when they were not following the instructions or the commandment of Moses, they were encountering plagues and all that. And for that matter, even from Egypt, the journey to Israel is only 40 days. But they had to travel for 40 years because every time they disobeyed. Whatever the instructions of Moses, they were not following. So, but most of the time, the benevolent God only gave everything as a warning, not as a punishment. So that is why I mentioned about, when pharaohs were keeping Israelites as slaves in their own land, in Egypt, they wanted to go and Pharaoh didn't allow them. And God brought 10 plagues on them. The 9 were just warning, including one was swamp of locusts coming in. The 10th one was a punishment. So there were a lot of instances that he brought epidemic also, and people had piles and all that when they were not following the rules that was laid out, and he has given some mild punishment in the form of plague. In the Bible, there was a city called Sodom and Gomorrah. In that city, people were practicing unusual method of sex, that is homosexuality, bestiality, sodomy, and all that. And he killed everyone in that city, and except 1 or 2 who escaped. So, regard to the sex, there were references about these things as well. But regard to the food habits, Noah's father Methuselah lived for 960 years. But later, the human cycle was reduced to 120 years because people were not following the proper dietary habits. Because of that, the human life has come down. And see, in these 2 aspects, it is not from the scriptures that I have spoken. I have been praying to God, what is the reason? And these are the revelations that was given to me. The 2 things were not from the scriptures, but from the revelation that God has given to me. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Father.